First of all, I would like to offer my condolences to the families and to the victims' friends in the Florida school shooting today. Unfortunately, the gun grabbers, the topic is going to come up again. I have a couple of issues and a couple of ideas. First of all, banning guns won't do anything. Nothing at all. You got to ban trucks next, bombs next, guns. In fact, let's ban heroin and meth too, because we do not want people to be overdosing on opioids. It could become an epidemic unless we outlaw it. Anyway, yeah, it's already illegal. If you didn't catch that little joke there, that's exactly what banning guns. Same thing. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Well, if we just knock down the high capacity stuff, this kid had an AR-15 style rifle. Maybe he had a clip with like 30 bullets in it or something. Well, people are going to find a way, okay? If the kid wanted to kill a bunch of people, he could have waited until they all got out and were flooding the parking lot on their way and just ran through 100 kids. He could have built a bomb. He would have found a way to kill many of those kids. Now you take away the high-capacity magazine to make it less easy. I kind of get that. Except for, let's say, now you can only have 6 shots, or just a 9-shot pistol. Well, then, first of all, these kids that go on their little school shooting rampages never show up with a single gun. Okay, that's a fact. So, let's limit all the guns to 9 shots. Okay, so now he's carrying 15 clips, each with 9 shots in it, and 4 guns, each loaded, that hold 9 shots each, too. Do the math there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a lot. I'm sure it's a lot more than a 30-round magazine or a 50-round magazine. And they're not machine guns. You got to pull the trigger just like you do on a pistol. Okay, so that being said, gun control will not work. It does not work. It hasn't worked where it's been used. It only screws over the actual people who obey the law. Again, outlaw heroin. Let's see if that helps it. And so here is my thought on what to do about it. Everybody is, they get up in arms when we have a big school shooting or really a mass shooting of any kind, and rightly so. And there are a lot of people that are not in favor of banning guns, but are like, I just don't know what else to do. And I get that, because, I'm really tired of this crap myself. Very simple. Okay, some schools have resource officers, and I'm sure some schools have security officers. Those schools included here, but the schools that don't have that luxury, I'm just going to throw a round number out here. Let's say you have 10 teachers in your school, all right? I want a minimum of 3 of those, maybe even 4, to be trained in firearm safety and to go to the range on a regular basis and to be taught scenarios and how to react in certain scenarios to increase the chances of success, obviously. Now, I wouldn't want the students to know which teachers were armed, because then you could have one of these, like today's ex-student, come back and try to take out, those targets first. And besides, it's none of their business. All they really need to know is that they're being protected and that they're safe. They don't need to, know which teacher has the gun. Oh, there goes, Mr. So-and-so, he's got the gun, I'm sure several teachers would be okay with that, and some might be like, all right, but I don't want to carry a gun, I don't want to be walking around with a gun all the time, drop it in my kitchen or what. No, it stays at school. It's locked in a safe. You get to school, you check in, you put it in your concealed carry, you go about your day, school lets out, you finish doing up your homework or whatnot, put everything away, put your gun back in the safe, go about your day. These dickweeds don't shoot up police stations and stuff like that for a reason. They go where there are victims just sitting there waiting to be slaughtered. This will deter them. I assure you, it will deter them. Maybe not all of them, but because you're not going to deter all of anyone with anything. There's always a nut job. But it will deter a lot of people. These kind of people, because they go in, like I said, to gun-free zones where they know they can just have at it. Even if they're going in on a suicidal mission, like many of them are, they're going to go into places where they can get the most victims before they're taken out. And take that power away from them, for starters. I think that would greatly help. We got armed guards guarding our money. Why don't we have armed guards guarding our children? I mean, really, my kids are a fuck of a lot more important to me than any money. I'd rather be homeless with my children than rich without them. And that's a fact. Problem with these kids, a lot of us older guys, I was class of 88 actually. I mean, we had kids. The country boys, man, their cars were parked in the high school parking lot. The rifles were in their gun rack. Nobody ever got shot. Now, one reason, well, I think actually the main reason why the school shootings, and that's what I'm getting at, are increasing or have increased, is it's politics, man. It's liberal politics. Timeouts. Everybody gets a participation trophy. No one is told that they didn't do a good job and you need to work harder. What else you got out there, I mean, the political correctness. And basically what has been done to America, for years now. It really started to peak during the Obama administration, but even before that. We created a society of victims. Everybody is poor me. I need special treatment. You need to change your things to fit my special needs. No, the truth is, you better figure out to work around your fucking special needs with the way that the world is, because that's the way the world is.
The world doesn't care.
And that's how it always was when I was growing up. Now today, everybody, you're all just as good as the other. No, son. You did not have a good baseball game today. You didn't. You dropped the ball twice. You struck out every time you went up there. I know you like this game, so if you would like to continue to play it, and you want to get good at it, then you need to practice. You need to practice. Because you didn't have a good game today. Certainly doesn't mean that you won't or that you can't. You didn't today. But you're going to have to work harder. Okay? You don't get anything free. I'm not saying you can criticize them at everything they do, but you certainly can't give them ribbons for everything they do either. There's got to be a happy medium. They need to know that they're not perfect, and they're not always going to be perfect, and there are things that they cannot do.
It's called life.
When I was a kid, I remember third grade, they had the races, and you had first place, second place, and third place. And everyone knows after third place, whoosh, there's nothing. Zip. Nada. If you're third, you're, the loser of the winners, I guess. I don't know, but you learned. They took dodgeball away. All this political correctness, they took dodgeball away because it singles out the weaker kids. And what you did there is you did not let these kids learn how to deal with situations in life. Now they have no social skills or any idea how to deal with the real world, which will not give them a participation trophy, and are subsequently going on shooting sprees. Maybe some of these kids found out they were fantastic at dodgeball after practicing and getting their asses kicked. Maybe some of them figured out, you know what, I don't even really like sports. I think I'm going to concentrate more on the thing I'm really good at. They learn social hierarchy for a while, and those change over time, You got the big kick-ass dude that's awesome in high school, and now he's fucking asking you for change outside the back of the store. And then you got the kid who was just quiet. You never really knew about him, and he's the one over there, getting the Academy Award. It's timeouts, political correctness, babying, and this liberal crap. I'm telling you, we need to arm our teachers. That's it. I'm done with this rant.